Good morning from Sacred Space at Titania's Realm. It's Sunday, the 4th of February 2024, and it's 11:20 a.m. It's a scathing hot morning again. It's very cloudy, looks like there's more rain on the way, which my lawnmower man Abdul decided to come to mow yesterday, which was actually very good because he was I was informed he was coming on Monday afternoon, so he's very cleverly bet the rain, and so that's one problem resolved. I can stop kvetching about that now and get on with life, right? Yay! Thank you, Abdul. And I've brought Charlie out to join us in our video shenanigans. And I'm still a little bit tired from the epic dancing on Friday night and not sleeping much that morning, but I'm okay. I'm back in the room, I'm cooking on gas, I'm happening in a far out way. And so we continue with today's journal readings of even date. So I've titled it, Wild Things Make My Heart Sing. And I posted a photograph. What date was that? I don't have the date, but I think it was from last year sometime, of this beautiful Chilean jasmine growing on a fence line in my neighbourhood. Very, very pretty. So on my little walks around the neighbourhood, I sometimes take delight in lovely flowers or something from nature. Must always remain close to nature, people, even though I'm slowly turning into a Cenobite from all this exposure to EMF radiation, being addicted to my iPhone constantly. I need a life, people. I would have gone out today and gone to the forest at Mount Glorious, my favourite forest, Myala, but it looks like we're going to get rain, and I don't fancy trudging around in the mud and the leeches, so I'll be staying home today. It's another day in summer where I haven't gone anywhere or done anything, or apart from my dancing on Friday nights, I feel very, very kind of trapped and isolated indeed. So I'm brewing the urge to do something adventurous and out of left field, and go somewhere lovely. Maybe Mount Tambourine would be nice too, or Bribie Island, or Byron, my favourite place of all. I need to get out of this town and do something different. So there is that. 4th of February 2023, I posted an article by Dr. Robert Malone on his Substack, rwmalonemd.substack.com, if you want to read it at your own pace, entitled Psy-Wars, 5th Generation Warfare and Sovereignty. 5th Generation Warfare and Sovereignty. The COVID crisis has revealed a modern battleground in which moulding, controlling and capturing your thoughts, emotions and beliefs are the objective. And I've seen a lot of that even in recent months. It's alarming, people. Probably why I'm isolating myself too. So reclaim your sovereignty and get back out in the world and defy by dancing your dance, perchancing your chance, and go somewhere lovely with your family and friends. Think a little old psychedelic dreamer in a little old hobbit house, mouldering away in the heat, all alone and lonely. Well, I'm not really lonely. I'm just a bit too isolated. I don't like that. I don't like extremes. I like to have a nice balance of being surrounded by people who love me and then time on my own. But I'm feeling it's too much time on my own and not enough being out in the world. So I have to take charge of that, won't I? I write, please read and take appropriate action. Our very lives and freedoms are at stake. Indeed they are. 11:11 a.m. I had a lovely time out dancing last night. This was in 2023, people. But I only got 3 hours sleep from 6 to 9 p.m. That's odd because Saturday morning I only got 5 hours, and you'd think after jumping about tribal moshing for 3 hours that I would have been utterly exhausted and slept more. No, 5 hours and I was up and at 'em. So that's actually a bit astonishing, people. It's a bit hard on the old body. I got up and planted the remaining pineapple plants, 5 all in a row. The lawn mowing man has not turned up. I'm hoping he comes later in the day, but it may be moot. Meanwhile, the grass keeps growing. It's a metaphor for my life, that this fucking grass, it drives me bats. Bougie Mama is not pleased. It's not as hot as the past few days. My neighbours had a home inspection this morning, so they are on the move. Change is all around me, but the grass keeps growing. And my beautiful friend Jan Attridge from Facebook, my Facebook friend, wrote, the weather here was 3 below. It's the coldest I have seen. She's in America, but I can't remember exactly where in America she is. I wrote, we are having a very bad heat wave, polar opposites. Stay safe and warm, sweet lady. Kiss. 12:30 p.m. Yay! The mower men are here. I'm so relieved. This whole thing kills me when they start faltering due to the extreme heat. Same situation this summer. Free pineapple plants at Queen's Park outside the casino. There was fruit too, but people snapped the fruit off. I am grateful for the plants, which if they survive, will give me more pineapples in 3 or 4 years' time. Abundance. Here's a photo of me with the pineapple plants I saved, because most of them were put in big rubbish bins, hoping that I might be able to get them to thrive. One sort of died, is half dead, and the other 4 are still fighting on. So you never know. I might get pineapples, I might not. My heart couldn't bear to think of them all being thrown away and dying and wasted. So they came home with Mama T, my maternal side, trying to save the pineapples, right? Is that a metaphor for my life too? Save what you can, even though it's kind of hopeless. 3:28 a.m. I've been out in the dark planting 3 of the pineapples that had no pots. Crazy people were chucking the plants out and keeping the plastic pots, laughing my ass off. Well, maybe they weren't so crazy because they can sell the pots or use them in their own garden, but I just hated seeing all these living plants being thrown to their deaths, literally. It just seemed so wasteful. But the farmer at least had put them all out in rows all across the park so people could at least take the fruit, but I got there too late to get any fruit, unfortunately. That would have been nice at the end of my night. Nice fresh pineapple to go home to. Val. I will plant the 2 remaining ones that are in pots in daylight tomorrow. I gave them all some water as the security manager told me they had been out on that park for 2 days. The poor pineapple plants in this heat. So it's miraculous that I've managed to keep them alive this long anyway, in this heat. Plants that were left already for dead, Charlie. I love you. I love you. I feel sorry for the farmer that left them all there. I hope he or she is okay. Having to sacrifice one's crop like that is heartbreaking. On the upside, the bromelain in pineapples is said to protect against COVID. So we should all be eating more pineapples anyway. I hope I can get these babies to grow. I will hopefully get fruit in a few years' time. Hopefully. So thank you to the generous farmer and to the multiverses, which always provides one way or the other, Charlie. You don't have to work for your food. Mama goes to Petbarn and buys your lorikeet wet mix, and it all appears every morning as if by magic. You is a lucky bird. I love you. I love you. 4th of February 2021. Ah, very cute. Here's a photo. I think he's since died. He got run over, that water dragon. So that's a sad ending. There's a photo of him in my garden. He's a beautiful lizard. Actually, no, that wouldn't have been in my garden. That would have been in the forest behind me on one of my walks. Snapped that shot. But anyway, I have a feeling it's the same water dragon that got run over though, which was very sad. Drinking, still in 2021, drinking the homemade limoncello crystal my daughter, Crystal made for me, poured from a skull bottle I bought some time ago on Marketplace. I must try to get some more of them. They are the empty bottles of Crystal Head vodka. Skol Prost L'chaim. Next to it is my mother's beautiful German or Czechoslovakian crystal glass, which they are exquisite, my darlings. Yes, Charlie, I come from opulence and now I'm poor. But my mother did that to me of her own free will, out of envy and spite and hooking up with con men and their filthy family. So what do you expect? When you lie in bed with vermin, you get vermin for quite some years to come, Charlie. So the moral of that story is, know thine enemy, be careful who you take into your bed. She goes, what bed, Mama? I sleep in a cage on a perch. I know, but you is a special girl. You is not like the humans. Just remember that. Now she's chewing me. Chewing me. Why are you chewing the mama? Why are you chewing the mama? Why? Stop pulling out your feathers. Stop it. Stop with the tricholotomania. She'll never stop, as you can see. She's naked from the waist down. Well, not naked, but missing all her colourful feathers. Oh my God, still in 2021, people. What a night. I had a blast with alter egos at the Treasury. Some youngish heavy metal dude rocked out with me. He was a natural ham like me, so we just clicked and danced off each other's energy. Really fun, wild guy. I was actually really liking him, but he looked at his iPhone for the time and a picture of his young baby was on the screen. She did. She pulled out a feather. Look at this. Look at this. Stop it. Yes. Look at her. She's all looking all innocent. What are you doing? No. 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 So I gave him a slap on the shoulder and told him he was a very naughty boy, laughing my ass off. A near miss again. He showed me a better picture of his baby son, then went and danced on the other side of the dance floor with his mate. They were up from Newcastle on a bucks night, weren't they? The sleazy little buggers. The buck had long before given up on his singledom and gone to bed. Well, he was in a committed, loving relationship. He was committed to his dream of being a husband. Well, Hashem won't let me relinquish my singledom. I was actually interested in that guy as he was my kind of magical wildness. But God, in her infinite wisdom, let me see the baby on the screen in time. Lucky I was paying attention. Anyway, I am still in love with a certain sadomasochist bastard who played me for 3 years. Well, it was a bit more than 3 years actually, in 2021. Anyway, I'm not in love with him anymore, I'm over it, but that was a seeping wound for a long time, much longer than it should have been, but that's the calibre of my loyalty in my heart, darling. It's very damaged and I hold on to assholes far too long. Imagine what I'd hold on to if I found a real man with real heart, body, mind, soul and spirit for me. Wouldn't that be wonderful and marvellous? No. Instead I pine over misfits who were cruel and sadistic. There is that. But no more pining. Mama T is over that now. The best they can do is trawl behind me at red lights. Roxanne, put on your red light, baby. You have to laugh. It's a little bit insane making people. It's why I am the way I am today. Just saying. Anyway. So I guess tonight was the first time in 2 years I was seriously willing to move on, even for a night. But married men with newborn babies, just nup. So I came home after dancing till 3 a.m, utterly exhausted and mildly depressed about my bad luck in life and in love. Made a cup of tea, drew a bath with Epsom salts. The pain, oh my God, the pain. Fuck my fatty liver. I exercised and exorcised enough already. Contemplated my short sojourn on this planet and my accursed life, Charlie. Then went to bed and passed out with exhaustion. Abbey Sky tonight, so a day of rest before I go out and make a damn pathetic old mothball rotting carcass lady fool of myself again. But Black Sabbath t-shirt dude reminded me that I am amazing. Yeah, so was he, the brat. Life was good. I love dancing out my dirge-like demise with wild men and women. Pretending I am amazing is fucking hard work, but has moments of sublime joy. So here's to you, Black Sabbath t-shirt dude, with your newborn baby, with your wild bucks night. Hope you're behaving yourself, boyo. Anyway, we had a wonderful night together dancing at the Live Wire Bar, and no harm, no foul, because he must have aroused some kind of passion in me that I was even considering that. It was a long time, even then, before I'd considered it, going home with anyone ever again. Oh, dear goddess. Saved by the baby, Charlie. Saved by the baby. Who's your baby? Who's your baby, Charlie? You're my baby girl. Yes. Yeah, if I took you dancing, if I was allowed to take you dancing like a real pirate in the old days with a parrot on my shoulder, wouldn't that be cool? But you'd sit on my shoulder, and when the men would come, you'd go, "What's up?" Because she actually says, "What's up?" And then I'd know if you thought they were a douchebag or not. Yes. Would you tell me if they were douchebags, Charlie? She goes, "Don't ask me. I'm scared of all the wild boy lorikeets. I'm completely asexual celibate like you, Mama T. I can't help you with your love life because I don't engage either with the boy birds." It's very intelligent, Charlie. Don't engage with the boy birds, especially the wild boy birds, who in your species are polyamorous. They fly down with their mates, and the mates looking all curious to see what she'll do too. It's kind of weird and comical. But last night I was in her room drilling holes in these little perspex things that my friend Peter cut up for me for my jewellery, for my own personal jewellery collection. And so I was sitting there drilling holes, and it was getting late afternoon, just before the birds go to bed for the night. And this flock of lorikeets flew into the umbrella tree, and she was inside with me, but she could hear them. And so she's up on my shoulder, and she's looking out the window and looking up at them like she wanted to be out there playing with them. It was delightful. But if she was outside, on top of her cage, she would have ignored them, given them the hump. Wouldn't you, Charlie? You would have completely ignored all those birdies. Because you were inside with Mama, you thought they were cool. And you knew they were going to bed for the night. You got very excited. They were very excited getting ready to go to bed for the night too. They were. Another feather just fell out, Charlie. Like, what are you doing? By the time I finish this video, you're going to be bald. Here's another one. Oh, dear goddess. Why do you do that, Charlie? Why? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So, anyway, we continue on. 4th of February, 2018. That's a big jump between 21 and 18. Where's the rest of my writings from 20 and 19? Who knows? Probably got deleted because they delete things that they think are, not appropriate according to their politics or their science at the time. So yeah, things disappear from my writings, and I do not like being silenced or having my experiential post-traumatic growth trauma invalidated, and I certainly don't like people deciding which side of the science and trusting which experts to be on, since they have patently been proved to be wrong, by the way. Gah! Yes, Charlie. Be on the right side of history. That's all I've got to say about that. What do you say about that, Charlie? She says, "I'm waiting for my wet mix." All right, calm down. Getting very excited. Just calm down. What's upsetting you, Charlie? Are you upset about all the lies we've been told for the last 4 years too? Yes, I am too. But don't worry, they've been telling lies to us for more than 4 years. And people who don't have the intelligence or the creativity or the soul were easily led, unfortunately. And here's the irony. I always thought I was easily led. I'm easily led when it comes to sexuality and men. That's true. I buy every bullshit story they feed me. Probably because I want to believe that they're nice people, right? That there are nice men out in the world. Well, there are nice men out in the world. They're my friends. They're my friends, Charlie. Yes, we do have some nice men in our world, Charlie. But by the gods, it's getting weirder and weirder out there. Weirder and weirder. 4th of February 2018. What? Why are you so agitated? Do you want to go out in the garden? Because it's going to rain in a minute. There's black clouds all over the southern direction. Really black, nasty looking clouds. Blue skies over in the west. Oh! It's hit and miss whether it's going to rain or shine, Charlie. So we'll just have to go with the flow. 2018, 4th of February. I was lying on my couch with Beauregard lying next to me. He looked so sad and hangdog. I have been in pain for 9 days, so he has not been taken for even a short walk. I felt terribly guilty. So I took him for a short walk around the block. He dutifully sniffed every weed and light post, peed on each former marker by other dogs, and on the way did a little doggy doo-doo. I limped us back to the house, gingerly climbed the stairs. That's when I had that weird nerve pain in my left leg and could barely bloody walk. It was bad, people. He gave me a tail wag and a little grin of thanks. I have taken more medications, rubbed my leg with deep heat, and am back on the couch. Beauregard is also back on the couch. Now I'm still in pain, but my little doggy mate is slightly less depressed. Oh, poor little love. Wasn't easy being my dog with all my health issues and weird ways. 4th of February 2017. Things I want. The man I love to man up and love me back. Hack spew. Well, that never happened. Jesus. Next time I fall in love, please let it be a real man that actually is a decent human being and loves me back. Please, Goddess, all the gods, all sentient beings, all multiverses. Enough crap. Enough utter crap. To live in Byron Bay by the sea in peace, love and harmony, surrounded by my beautiful, loyal, genuine friends. To be healthy enough to enjoy the rest of my life in a measure of equanimity and contentment. To prosper in the sense of to no longer struggle to survive on a fortnightly basis, i.e., more than enough or plenty, depending on the universe and her capricious whims. To be happy, to be free. To have world peace, freedom and abundance for all the earth's inhabitants, human and non-human. To be seen and valued in a world where everything and everyone is superficial, plastic, and largely false. Not my true beloveds, but so many I meet in the scene are just empty shop facades with no real substance behind their eyes, soulless fucks. I pity them, as I once walked the zombie mental patient walk, but I never, in all my worst times, faked my life, my love, my reality. Raw and gritty, if not pretty. Authentic pain or authentic gain. Life is too precious and rare to waste on fakery, frippery and foolery. I do like my fripperies when I can afford them though. To the men and women who faked love and or friendship with me, fuck you, you malignant, malicious, cancerous curs. But you let yourselves down in your need to destroy my heart and mind. You showed your true colours, and they were not beautiful, but shone through, even beyond the grave. It is tragic that only in death could they truly see what kind of woman I was, am, will be, and what they so churlishly cheapened and threw away. Some things come down to fate. I had to be ennobled by my own suffering, to carve my life like an ivory tusk torn from the mouth of celestial elephants and whittled into a blood-soaked, agonied version of myself not seen before. Like the carved ivory ball within a ball my sister stole from my mother, laughing my ass off. Ever diminishing returns. There were 7 balls, 6 balls inside. It was exquisite ivory. It was a beautiful piece. I found it at my sister's. That's how I knew she stole it from my mother's shipping container. They'd actually gone, broken into it, taken things out. That's the calibre of scum I'm related to, by the way. Unbelievable, but true. We can rebuild her. Yes, we can. Bigger, better, brighter than ever before. We can love her so much she explodes like an SOS flare in the night. Untenable, untamable, always unrequited. Well, hopefully not always. Hopefully one day someone will love me as much as I love them and be good to me. One day. Unquenchable flames of love and hope and a primordial happiness that ekes out the seams of her consciousness where once it was buried deep and now extruded cannot be contained ever again. I miss him. I miss what could have been, what will never be. I miss my daughter, the good one, and very occasionally even the evil one. I miss my bullseye target and my mark. I fall short of success in love and life, yet every time I try again and get kicked by the gods and fate to the curb my enthusiasm or zest in my quest for what is truly mine to have and hold and keep or weep. Never. If enthusiasm and guts and glory could be bottled and sold as an elixir of my life, why, I would have $10 million and my man and my daughters, the S put in brackets because Jasmine's been so long estranged from me that I've given up hope of her ever coming back to me now. And Crystal's now been estranged from me since September, so what's that? 5 months. Hence my unresolved grief, right? If I'm not grieving over some dead shit fucking man that lets me down or betrays me or cheats on me or deceives me, I'm grieving over my daughters, plural. Just as well I only had 2 kids, right? Can you imagine? Can you imagine how it could have been? Look on the bright side of life. Be grateful. Why I would have $10 million and my man and my daughters and security and harmonic resonance instead of this hard-bitten, tooth-grinding, liver-eating, purgative, superficial, fucking hell of an existence. I am drawing a line in the sand. I have carved off dead meaty chunks of false friends and lovers in recent months. I am ready for the next adventure. Everybody look busy. The Tanya is coming. Wow. The next adventure the following year in 2019 was a few near-death experiences actually, but the major one that began in 25th of June 2019. So the next adventure almost brought me to the other side of the veil, literally. When I say I'm ready for a next adventure, I mean something a little bit more, kind and gentle and fun, like perhaps a blossoming new love affair that's authentic for a change, or a little trip somewhere, or something where I'm not actually facing down the tunnel of death would be nice, for fuck's sake. 4th of February 2016. So we're missing 2017. I went to sleep at 4:30 a.m. and woke at 12 noon. Not bad. Less sleep than my usual quota. I have been feeling better in recent days, perhaps not so much physically, earache, fatigue, arthritic aches, but emotionally much more settled. I hope I get much healthier, always a goal in mind. My Beauregard is off to his vet at 2:30 p.m. for his last parvo vaccine. Oh, next big expense is finding the cash to de-sex him and remove his hind dew claws, but I am slowly getting there. He is much more settled in his being too, probably like all babies because mama is settling down. Dogs are keenly aware of our emotional states, cats too. They reflect what we reveal to them. Stop pulling out your feathers, Charlie. Do you love how I tell her to stop and she stops but stares at me with this look of utter contempt? She's like, it's my feathers and I'll do what I want, whatever, Mummy, and continues plucking and preening and Charlie. I know you can hear me, Charlie. She doesn't give a fuck. Charlie is our new times 20 world leader. She takes no prisoners. She gives no fucks. She does what she wants, whatever. She's in control of all of us, only we don't know it. Okay, Charlie, you is the boss. Dear Goddess, save us all. She is cute though. I'm feeling much loved and valued lately. The animals bring me much joy and comfort. Karen came to visit yesterday and spoilt me with another amazing chocolate cake. I took her to Midnight Noodles for dinner. We had a lovely time watching Heartland, a show about sisters running a horse ranch, healing horses. I'm laughing because every time she visited, we had to watch Heartland, and there was something like 27 seasons, and it was a lovely story, but after a while I got heartily sick of Heartland. But anyway, she was a sweet friend for a while until she aligned with someone that was vicious to me, so there is that. That was the beginning of the end, and then it was the end and moving on. Then after I drive her home, I got home at 2 a.m. She lived on the other side of Brisbane, by the way, but I figured it was only fair as she'd made the effort to come all that way by bus, which is a very long journey. Mind you, she likes travelling by bus, but it's not the point. She came out on her own steam, so I dropped her home. I watched a show about Vikings, The Last Kingdom. It was very interesting. I love how the women were treated as equals in their society. 4th of February 2015. Well, when I say women were treated as equals, women of higher status than the slaves. Slaves weren't treated very nicely at all. Let's be real here. So, let's not idealise too much. 4th of February 2015. Is you a slave, Charlie? She says, no, Mama, you was my slave. You cleaned my cage the other day. It was filthy, Charlie. She said, you did a very good job, Mama. I watched you do it. "6:48 a.m. on 4th of February 2015. I can feel my brain literally leaving my spirits. Can you see it on video, how my spirit kind of just leaves my body? I'm sure that's the effects of this medication I'm on. I actually feel myself leave my body, and then I sort of drift in and out like this, and my brain segues, and I have to pull it back in, right? It's not good, people. My psychiatrist fears me getting dementia, and if this is what the beginnings of dementia feels like, fuck. But I'm sure it's just exhaustion. I'm going to keep lying to myself till it's too late and I'm diagnosed with something awful. Please, God, that doesn't happen. Please, God, let me live life fully and vibrantly and vigorously and have my true love partner and stay sane and demembrane and prosper and thrive and live a long and healthy, loving life with a beautiful man by my side. Could happen. Why not? If dementia could happen, so could the good things happen too. Manifest the good things, Tanya Phillips Aarons. Don't give up. All right. I have spoken. My higher mind has spoken. 6:48 a.m. I have let the chooks out, weeded some of the garden, watched 2 movies, Rosenstrasse and Coco and Igor. Don't even remember what either of those movies were about, which means I would have sat in front of the TV and just stared at it and osmosed and didn't really take anything in, which also happens sometimes. Sewn some lace on a lampshade I'm renovating with my worn-out corsets, which I since sold. Still got a bit more to do on that. I've had a lovely productive night with an almost full moon. Time to schluff. I feel much happier after enjoying the garden a bit and all the love and support I have received. The Lanas of this world can't keep me down for long. Not when I have so many positive, kind, beautiful people and animals in my world. 4th of February 2013. It's 4 a.m. Sore throat. I knew I was brewing a bug since yesterday or even Saturday. Damn. I hope my throat is better tomorrow when I wake up, or I am in for another long illness. Crapola. Well, I hope my body fends off the bugs the same way it fends off the creeps, lol. I have to trust in my own vitality and strength. Just watched Albert Nobbs. What a depressing existence he had. The bathos is crushing, but a marvellous movie about the reality of unrequited love, gender bending, and survival of women in limited roles in poverty-stricken Ireland in the late 19th century. All she or he wanted was to be loved, successful, and happy, dreams in common with myself. Alas, for some of us, we despair for the future. We despair, that should be, for the future is a giant yawning cavern, and we can only seek the glimmer of candlelight hidden in the darkness and gently fan its flame into a warm, inviting hearth where we too are loved and belong. So mote it be. Amen v'amen. Selah. God bless the Albert Nobbses of this world and the next. May we merit to gain the great love we seek and to keep it precious. February 4th, 2011. I survived the murder house. One massive filling done, another one to go early March. Grrr. I had a mature woman dentist, which was comforting, as she seemed to know what she was doing, which is special. I was supposed to be booked to see her next time, but no free appointments. Hope the next one knows his stuff. I'm still waiting for the booking for the endodontist at Logan Hospital. So not looking forward to that one. That was for a root canal. I managed to get quite a sunburn today while I fussed over fertilising parts of my garden with Thrive in a watering can. I thought I was in the shade, but too many trips around with my smallish watering can must have given me enough exposure. I feel quite worn out from it all. I moved the old washing machine and my bar fridge out of my laundry by myself with a trolley in the heat. Quite an amazing feat. Lynn and Peter are bringing my new second-hand front loader tomorrow morning early. So exciting. Only problem was I had to move the bar fridge back in because I thought they were coming tonight. What a lot of schlepping, but it will be worth it. I used the time with the emptied laundry to sort through stuff and have a clean out and arranged my shelves better. Nice progress. Now I just have to focus on getting my house in order. 4th of February 2010. This is a photo of my dying mother, taken on 4th of February 2010. She died on the 7th of March 2010, so just over a month later. And that look of misery and awfulness was very uncharacteristic for my mother. I mean, she was always a sunny, gregarious, I want to say egregious, which is true too, but she was always a sunny, gregarious, garrulous extrovert, and was always surrounded by She loved men, and she drew men in like moths to the flame. I used to tease her that she had the it factor. And but women loved her too. She was always very outgoing and very well, she was a classic narcissist, but she knew how to work a crowd, babies, and people adored her. They had no idea what a monster she truly was. She's what I refer to as a street angel, home devil, right? But anyway, there she is, dying. Mum looking rather frail at Moreton Bay Nursing Care Unit before they moved her to the frail care section. Poor mum, and poor mum indeed. It wasn't nice, that demise. But yes, here is her granddaughter, my elder daughter, Crystal, in her clown persona. Can't remember what that clown was called. They all have different names and different personalities. Looking pretty in pink. She was actually putting on a clown show for her best friend's daughter's 4th or 5th birthday. Oh, here it is. Sunny Clown. Sunny was her name. Here she is, looking particularly sweet. I made that hair clip for her, by the way. I've got some more flowers I actually found in a second-hand shop, so I made some for myself for when I go dancing. But yes, here's one of my other daughters who is now in Valhalla with Beauregard. One of the biggest loves of my life also. One I did not personally give birth to, however. Little Bella Rosa Aarons. Yes, I put in brackets my third daughter, which is what my ex-boyfriend actually, Courtney, used to refer to her as the third daughter, which indeed she was. So, yes, you're my daughter too, but you're a birdie daughter. And where are my human daughters? Gone. Anyway, I won't immerse myself in too much sadness. They can't be there for me as I decline into old age. It says more about them than it says about me. I was there for my mother. You saw the photograph taken at the home visiting my own personal monster, who had indeed been a monster for me, to me and for me for large tracts of my life, especially the last 15 years or so of her life. Absolutely savage she was to me. But I stood up and was counted and was there for her as she slowly relinquished her human body and her grip on this planet. Because that's what daughters do. They do their duty. But no, I raised cowards and sociopaths, and what can I say? It's in the genes, so I'm trapped between the generation before and the generation after, neither of whom actually gave a flying fuck about me, had any respect or genuine care for me. So that's another reason why you see me out wild dancing my wild dance every weekend, hoping against hope to meet someone loving and kind, which my friend Scott says will probably never happen, but I keep trying. I keep trying. Somewhere out there, there's a man that will be loving and kind to me and authentic and genuine, and will treat me with kindness for the rest of our lives together. That's my eternal hope and my prayer, right? Before I end up like that wizened person lying on her deathbed, all hope and all beauty and all trust and all faith eroded, not even knowing that her daughter she loved to hate, was there for her. Have a good look. Life, the great equaliser, gets us all in the end, Gisela. And I don't say that with schadenfreude. I say that with genuine grief that became my mother after the viciousness towards me. And one day my daughters will be looking on at a photo of me dying somewhere, and maybe they'll have regrets, maybe not. But it will come. It comes to us all. Can't stay young and beautiful and privileged forever, my darlings. Remember that. We are but grass growing in the meadows, cut and winnowed, and eventually we run out of the ability to rise up again and reclaim our vigour and our youth and our beauty. We run out of time. So time is precious. So to all the men that wasted my heart, my loins and my time, fuck you. And to the good man that is yet to manifest in my life and choose me, welcome. Let's get it right this time. Whoever you are, wherever you are, probably in the next dimension. Let's be real here. But anyway, on that dark, morose note, me waiting for the king to my queen, let there be joy. There's definitely storms coming. I can see them rolling in from the south. And I need to go and get some food and something to eat, because I was a hungry mama. And have a beautiful day. Pardon me. Wherever you are in the space-time continuum, love your spouses. Love the family that treat you with kindness and respect and honour. You don't have to love the ones that treat you like shit. Yeah, it's perfectly okay to be estranged from people if they don't treat you with any decency or kindness. I was estranged from that woman for many years too. And it's perfectly okay. But remember, in death and dying, have a bit of guts and a bit of nobility. Face the hag like I had to and say your goodbyes. You owe them that much. You owe them that much. Although, to be fair, I wouldn't do it for my father. She was more monstrous to me than my father was in the broad scheme of things, but she had some kind of powerful psychic hold over me. I grieved a long, long time over that entity lying in that bed. My mother. A long, long time. It's been almost 14 years and I no longer grieve over it, that creature. She was in there somewhere, but anyway, I stood up and was counted, and I'm proud of myself for that. I'm a real woman and a real daughter, and unbeknownst to my daughter's opinions of me, a real mother too. And in my time, I have been a real lover too. Underappreciated and dishonoured and disrespected by all who should have loved me. which is why every now and then I get a little bit suicidal, people. But it's okay. Find your vibe, find your tribe. I have beautiful souls in my life who do value and cherish me, even if I see them only rarely. And I'm okay with that. That's okay. And life is beautiful, and I'm never giving up hope on my most beneficial outcome, which is to thrive and be surrounded by a truly loving partner and friends and family and his friends and family and business associate. I want to be surrounded by a community of people who treat me with kindness and honour and respect and genuine, authentic care, including my own intimate relationships. There's nothing worse than being in a sexual partnership with a man whose friends treat you with dishonour and disrespect and threaten you with samurai swords and knuckle dusters and all that shit I had with Courtney. Can you see why I am non-compromising when I want to invite a man into my life and I see that level of toxicity already seeping like a fucking cesspit? Why I might go, nuh-uh, fool, not doing that dance again. Babies. That's why it's important to me that the man I'm in love with has friends that I like and respect also, and who like and respect me. Very important. Because you can't tell someone they can't have their friendships. They've chosen them for whatever fucked up reason, if they're toxic people. Like me with Gail and Courtney, and before then Gila and Terry and all the other fucked up henchmen and monsters. Davidson and his girlfriend Kylie and Emmanuel Meshes and all those other scum bastards. There's a reason why I walk alone, people. There's a reason why I won't compromise when I see bastardry unfolding in front of me. There's a reason why I want to be surrounded by good, kind, honourable, decent, loving people. There is a reason. Anyway, end of lecture. The storm's coming and my spirit is elevating, and I'm going to find something to eat. Love to you all, people. The good, the kind, and the indifferent. But if you're indifferent, you're probably not watching my videos because you lack the courage and the high caliber. Just saying. So love to my friends and my YouTube audience who cheer me on every day and encourage me. Hold on, Tanya. We've got your back, baby girl. You're doing this life majestically as best as you can under the circumstances. And that, my friends, is the highest magic of all. Living vibrantly and fully, no matter what the circumstances. So bye for now. Love is the law. Peace out.